It's week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see this team's creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Hope y'all ready for this one, and it's all up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make them really energetic early. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage of it.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But, yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Throwing on their first play. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got Harris. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's the one back on the handoff. Up near the line of scrimmage. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Another carry for him. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give it to him again. And they take him down right along the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate. That defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw now. Throw left side, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give him a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
To throw here on 1st down. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. And they're going to have a 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple.
And he gets in, touchdown! These guys pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And these guys won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stuffed right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. It is cut left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So now here's 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys push their lead to 3. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a man right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll give him a 1st down. They'll throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
And 4 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the well again. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
At the 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has it down close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
And he runs this one in for the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
The give here on 2nd. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's brought in by White. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Brought in right side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. He'll throw it yet again. Able to find Wright. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has room into the secondary. He has the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys push their lead to 3.
17. Our home team, 14.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Throwing it to start this drive. Complete out to the right side. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. To throw it on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. Oh, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the defense.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. A lot of grass ahead.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Throwing for the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So halftime has to wait one more snap. That pass interference call means we've got an untimed down coming up. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we've reached halftime. Only a 6-point difference between these clubs. Now we're on to... We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The story is halfway told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the 3rd quarter. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line. You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. Man, it'll be their football. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll run now on second down. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives them the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on first. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
From the 39, he's got Harris. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be a first down.
Results in a first down.
Give now to the running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Now looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 28. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Throw left side, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Man in motion, out of the slot. Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! These guys push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Offense not going anywhere. They want to.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. It's caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It is caught left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. Give him 32 on that play. And they'll have 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Play action on 1st down. Finds his fullback. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Cut out left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
The throw is caught. Touchdown! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up first down. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They've got first down from the 31. Motioning him from the slot right. Throwing now on first down. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give him a first down. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Throwing it again here. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And his guys push the lead up to 12. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He'll throw it yet again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing the out route complete. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Still sticking with the passing game. This one taken in by Baker. And he's brought down after a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And in for the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Airing it out to start this drive. Called in left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Taken in by Harris. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 4th down. On now comes their punter. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, all set up now. First and 10. Setting up to pass. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Back to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll give him a first down. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. They are throwing it again. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed it.
And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And now they face 2nd down. They're throwing it. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. All right, now there's the timeout. So seemingly down to their final breath, they get the big play, Brock, and now a field goal forces overtime. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. This is biggest moment of the game so far, an important field goal try here. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick is good, he got it! And at the buzzer, they forced overtime! Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's an 8-yard pickup, leaves him facing 4th and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Punt team on the field. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Their offense running back out now. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to win it.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that. You know, that's one of those cases, and we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got full possession, and that's simply a drop.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this needs to be a good one. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 40 on second down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. They get 22 on that one, and that gives them the first.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page is textbook.
And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be a first down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. This entire contest rests on his next kick. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It was a great effort from our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.